Evening, everyone. It's about 5 minutes to 6, and it's Monday afternoon. This is your 198th video, and it's my closing comment. Could there be any bigger market to look at today than the oil? This is the expiring May contract, and I was talking about single-digit oil prices if we broke through this $20 and that $19 and change number. To give you an idea, this is the high, and the high was just under $65, and it was this year, January the 8th. This is 20. This arrow is actually zero. This contract went negative on the day and closed minus $37.63. So for all of those junior high school and high school math teachers who told you nothing could go down more than 100%, they were wrong. This was down 300% today. The big deal about this was the long liquidation. This contract expires tomorrow at 2:30 and rolls forward to the June. What's interesting here is the fact that this came down as hard as it did because there's literally no place to put the oil. Refineries are booked. Cushing storage is booked. Unless you had a tanker that you could pay to have filled and sit for some indeterminable period of time, there was no reason to own this. The ETF USO was early today thought to be the main problem, but it's not as big a problem as it will be next month because the USO owns over 30% of the June contract also, and that expires a month from yesterday. The market did actually remarkably well considering. Before we had this massive break, it was already down about 400 or 500, and on the day it finished down 592. 2.4%. The NASDAQ was down just under 90, 1.03%. The S&P was down 5140, which is 1.8%, and the Russell was actually down only 1575 or 1.28%. As far as strength and weakness, healthcare and communication services were on the upside. Needless to say, energy was the big loser, followed by real estate and utilities. In the Dow, we were 26 down and 4 up. There were no double-digit winners. And on the other hand, there were no triple-digit losers. The biggest loser was Boeing, down 68 Dow points, and UNH down 57. Boeing had an order canceled by GE for 69 of the 737 Maxes. We, in fact, bought a little bit of HES today, HES. We bought the next month's 40 calls for $1.40. They closed at $1.65. This is just another one of those days that shows you that you really need to be careful out there in markets like this. Have a good evening.